A new H.P. Lovecraft remake is in the works, and it is hard not to see how it will be the next best thing after the upcoming Evil Dead movie. Scheduled to be released on July 10, 2026, Evil Dead Burn is easily one of the most exciting horror movies of the year. Directed by Sébastien Vaniček and co-produced by Sam Raimi, the movie already looks incredible in trailers. As Evil Dead Burn's trailer and story suggest, it will seemingly be unlike any other movies in the overarching franchise. While it does seem to have some over-the-top and goofy aspects of the previous films, it inclines more towards the action horror subgenre. Despite this change in tone, Evil Dead Burn looks like an enthralling follow-up to its predecessors. Interestingly, a Re-Animator remake is also in the works. Falling into the same brand of horror storytelling as Evil Dead, 1985's adaptation of H.P. Lovecraft's serial novelette, Herbert West, Re-Animator, is still widely considered a cult classic. Beating the movie's cult status and acclaim will not be an easy feat for the remake, but it sounds quite promising. Re-Animator's remake sounds even more exciting after Evil Dead Burn. 1985's Re-Animator was more of a loose adaptation of the original H.P. Lovecraft story. Instead of adopting Lovecraft's morbid dread from the original story, the movie fascinates viewers with its high-energy black comedy and over-the-top, splatter, gore. It has its moments of memorable body horror, but it truly shines when it embraces its source's absurdity and campy, manic energy. As reports suggest, the new Re-Animator remake has nothing to do with the 1985 Stuart Gordon movie. It is being treated as a whole new take on H.P. Lovecraft's Herbert West, Re-Animator. The film will be more of a contemporary take on the original story, with screenwriters Adam Simon and Tim Metcalfe adapting the material. Woodlake Entertainment is fully financing the project, and the studio intends to develop a series of elevated horror films after Re-Animator. Cousins Roger Lewis and Jeff Lewis are set to begin the movie's filming in June 2026, while reports also suggest that Malcolm McDowell, of A Clockwork Orange and Halloween fame, is linked with the project, via The Telegraph. The details surrounding the film remain under wraps. However, the original H.P. Lovecraft story it adapts is a Frankenstein-esque tale that focuses on a scientist who discovers a way to revive the dead. Nothing good ever comes out of bringing the dead back to life in horror stories, which is a theme that the remake, too, will likely riff on. With so many exciting updates surrounding the Re-Animator remake, it deserves to rank among the most hype-worthy upcoming horror movies. Army of Darkness and Re-Animator have official crossover comics. When Sam Raimi first came up with the concept behind the Evil Dead franchise, he drew from H.P. Lovecraft's Necronomicon, aka the Book of the Dead. The fictional textbook from Lovecraft's stories is also a part of Evil Dead's official lore. Considering Re-Animator and Evil Dead's Lovecraftian origins, it should not be surprising that they have a series of shared universe comics. Dynamite Entertainment paired the two properties in a comic line titled, The Army of Darkness vs. Re-Animator. The comic line featured the leads, Ash and Dr. Herbert West, from both franchises and portrayed them as rivals. The comic line is even more chaotic than the movies and packed with absurd, dark humor. It has sequences where Ash battles everything from clones of him to the Lovecraftian old ones. There are also arcs where H.P. Lovecraft himself shows up in person. In one fascinating story beat, the comics also unfold at the iconic Arkham Asylum, where Drive West secretly continues his illegal reanimation serum experiments on the inmates. While it seems unlikely that one of these crossover comics will ever be translated for the screen, the new Evil Dead movie and the Re-Animator remake's success could prompt someone to pick them up for a movie adaptation.